So there you go, guys. We have been doing this for 2 weeks. We made $626 profit so far, which I am pumped about. And this thing is only beginning. What's up, guys? Chaz here with Side Hustle Pros. I am reviving an old project, which I am super pumped to bring back to the channel. Now, if you've been following us for a while, last summer, I tried to do something called the 100 to 10K challenge. The challenge was simple: take $100, invest in products, and try to flip that into $10,000. So here's what happened with the first take of this. I did really well for a few months, and then I ended up getting overwhelmed by the tracking side, the back end, the accounting. I was doing my best to try to keep track of all the specific items from that challenge, but the issue I ran into was I wasn't using a custom SKU label to accurately track this stuff. We only had one eBay account, one Amazon account, so I was mixing in those challenge items with all of our regular inventory. And at the end of the day, I just dropped the ball, guys. So I do apologize for that. That was my bad. That's on me. I take full responsibility for not following through on it. So when this summer came around and garage sale season around the Portland area kicked back in, I said, you know what? Let's do this a little different this time. One thing that people kept bringing up was they felt it wasn't fair because I have an older Amazon account and I was able to sell electronics like Sony, JVC, Philips on Amazon as used electronics. And what people felt wasn't fair was a brand new account cannot do that. You're going to be restricted in a lot of this stuff on Amazon. So I thought, okay, why don't I do this from a beginner's perspective? I made a brand new eBay account for this. I made a brand new PayPal account for this. I am starting from absolute scratch, guys. I wanted to treat this challenge in a way that I can show you anyone can do this. As long as you're willing to put in the legwork to hunt down these deals, find the products, take the photos, the listings, all the back end stuff that goes into it. If you're willing to do that and invest $100, I'm gonna show you step by step, and I mean step by step, exactly how you can make $10,000 profit off of doing that $100 investment. So here's the challenge I did. New eBay account, new PayPal account. I am starting from scratch. The challenge for myself, because I've been wanting to kind of do this anyways as a sub account, but I love electronics. That's always been the category I lean towards. I love the fact that I can go buy something for $5 or $10 and sell it for 80 to 100. I love the margins in that ball game. So for this challenge specifically this time around, I have a new eBay account and PayPal account, so the tracking is gonna be very simple because everything on that account is for the challenge. And I'm only going to be sourcing electronics. I'm not listing any other types of items on this account. And I'm going to follow the rule that I set for myself in the very beginning of this challenge last summer when I tried this. I can only source from thrift stores such as Goodwill or local small mom and pop shops, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and OfferUp. That's it. I'm not doing any online arbitrage with this. No retail arbitrage allowed for me, and this is just my personal challenge. I want to show you guys based on a local marketplace, and I'm here in the Portland, Oregon area. As long as you're willing to hunt down these deals and stay consistent with checking on them every day, you can turn $100 into 10,000. And if you're asking what kind of electronics am I focusing on? Any electronic. I love electronics because all of them have a model number. They're very easy to look up the comps. And let me clarify, I'm doing 0 Amazon sales for this challenge. It is all on the new eBay account. Here's a few examples of what I'm doing. If you guys ever see these at a garage sale thrift store and they're under maybe $10, depending on the model number, pick them up, look up the model number, check out the comps on eBay. Some of these used are selling for $20, $25, $35 all day long. Old camcorders, these things are amazing. People love this style of camcorder, so you would be amazed how much some of these go for. One of my personal favorites, VCRs. So many people pass up on these, and I used to as well because I had no idea there was value in them. You can find these for $5 in a lot of different stores, especially at garage sales, and I have personally sold many of these for over $50 on eBay. Last but certainly not least, any type of video game. This is going to be a Nintendo DS Lite. Pick this thing up for $10, sells for about 30. This is what I consider a bread and butter item. It's not going to be a huge profit, but if you just do volume with smaller stuff like this paired with the big flips, that's where it gets fun. So that's the challenge, and with that being said, we're gonna hop onto my computer because I've actually started this challenge 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago on the day, I created the eBay account and got my first listing up. It's been 2 weeks. I'm gonna show you exactly what we've done. So here's the spreadsheet I'm keeping on this entire challenge. My goal is to accurately, to the best of my ability, track every single item that is bought and sold. These are all the current sold items that we've done in the last 2 weeks. There are 16 of them. Again, we started with exactly $100 on our very first listings, and my goal is to only source with capital from items that are selling from this account. I am not allowed to touch capital from any other business that we have. So I want to show you guys firsthand, as long as you reinvest 100% of your profits, you can grow an account pretty quick. So here's a quick overview. In the first 14 days since that first listing went up 2 weeks ago, we are looking at a $168 buy cost for the items that have sold, grossing $1,077.75. I'm even putting in columns for you guys so you can see exactly what we are paying on eBay fees, PayPal fees, and shipping cost. And then this last column, I just combined them so it's easy math on the profit side. Total fees and shipping is what F&S stands for. And if you guys are wondering how I pulled this information, you can all do this through the Selling Manager. On the back end of your account, there is a Reports tab, and I show you approximately what you are paying for all of your fees and your shipping. Now, I will say it is not 100% accurate based on the manual calculations I did. This was actually off by $12, so I did subtract the $12 out of the net profit. So let me break this down for you. We have sold, the very first item was a PS3 Guitar Hero controller. These things are fantastic. You just got to double check, and this is going to go for all electronics, but especially with these guitars, double check that the batteries are not corroded. For some reason, these things can gather corrosion pretty easily. This thing was in mint condition. Bought it at a thrift store for $5, sold it for $35, made a $16.49 profit. And when you guys hear me say profit, I am talking about after my cost, my fees, and my shipping. One extra thing I do want to add in is I am located up in Oregon. We do not have sales tax, so you guys will never see a sales tax number in here because I don't pay them. Going down the list real quick, you guys can see just a variety of different products that we are selling. So right here was a Toshiba DVD VCR combo. These things are so good. Always run the model number when you see these. Paid $5 at a garage sale. The thing sold for $58.95. Cost me just shy of $12 to ship, and I use FedEx SmartPost for this one. That might actually be another tab that I will throw in here, is which shipping method I used. I think that would help you guys out. And that one yielded just shy of a $35 profit. Same thing here, Magnavox Dvd Player. Garage sale, $5, $55. And might I add that these are not including remotes. As long as you are clearly stating in your title and your listings that these do not include remotes, you can still sell them for a pretty good margin. Next up was a Nintendo Gameboy Advance SP. Picked this up at a garage sale for $10, and it did include 2 games. It was Super Mario 3 and Zelda, which is why I was able to price this a little bit higher, and I did sell it for $65. Some of these are going to be best offer. Some of these were full asking price. So that was a nice flip. That was the best one we had done to date on this, was $41.37 on our profit. Then it got really fun. You guys can see we sold a few random stuff in here. This was probably one of my favorite ones, the Shure SM57 microphones. These are vintage microphones. This was a lot of 3. They were in horrible condition, to be honest, and I was straight up on the listing, and I let people know they are untested, poor condition, they need restoration. And there's people out there that still buy them because they do restore them, and whether they use them or resell them, I don't know. Don't really care because they bought it. So I paid $9, $3 each. It was a lot of 3. $9 cost, $105. That was taken on a best offer. I had it listed at $115. I gladly accepted $105, so I did pull out a $79 profit on that. Logitech webcam, Goodwill. That was a nice little, what we call bread and butter flip. Like I said, it's not going to be a huge profit. 15 to 20 bucks is what I would consider bread and butter. You just want to go for more volume on those small ones. This was my favorite find I have ever had. It was a Sony Walkman, factory sealed, awesome condition, no packaging damage, in Goodwill of all places, right next to the gym that I go to. I paid $7, which I was shocked by because I know my Goodwill cherry picks some of the stuff, so I was shocked to see this actually hit the floor for $7. Had it listed for $199, I accepted a $150 offer, which earned a $113 profit. So that was hands down my favorite flip I've done so far. And going down the list, you guys can see these are just generic different things. I just want to start throwing out model numbers and giving you guys some information on what I am actually selling, so you guys can go out there and start hunting this stuff too. Getting into the bigger items, I am actually looking at doing some of these receivers, and some of these things can be pretty heavy, so I'm going to be playing around with different shipping options to find what works out best. This one, I had such a high margin, I did ship priority USPS. I ended up paying $30 for shipping, which is extremely high, but again, I had a lot of margin in this. I paid $15, sold for $175. After fees and big shipping, I still made a $106 profit. So I'm going to be picking up some of these bigger receivers just to kind of play around and see how they do for me, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. These last two types of electronics I absolutely love, and I flip these things all the time because they're generally accessible everywhere. Micro cassette recorders. One buyer bought both of these, which is why I put that little asterisk there. My total cost was $6, as you can see right here. Sold for $74.95. After fees, shipping, and my cost, I made a $57 profit. Last but certainly not least, TI-84 and TI-89 calculators. These are amazing because you can pick these up, as you can see right here, Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. $25 and $30 cost, sold for $69.95 and $60. After fees, shipping, and cost, made just shy of $29 profit and a $22.58 profit. So at the end of the day, so far, that is how we have turned $168 on the total buy cost so far. After my fees, my shipping, and I provided all that information right here in these totals, we have made $626.28 net profit. So there you go, guys. We have been doing this for 2 weeks. We made $626 profit so far, which I am pumped about. And this thing is only beginning. Currently, we have 3 feedback. So of course, as the feedback grows, as we start to list more, that snowball starts to take effect. And our goal is to shoot and aim and hit that $10,000 profit mark. I don't have a specific time frame in mind yet. I'm just shooting to just get as many listings up as I can, sell as much as I can, as quick as I can. It might take 3 months, it might take 6 months. I'm not quite sure yet. It's a little too early to tell, but once my numbers start to come in more consistently, I'm going to be able to map and create a forecast and hopefully eyeball how long this is going to take. Now, if you want to stay in tune with this, I'm not doing this primarily on YouTube actually. I'm going to be doing YouTube updates just to keep you guys aware of what we're doing with the numbers, to show you guys firsthand what we're selling. But if you want to follow behind the scenes on the day-to-day stuff going on, I am actually documenting 100% step-by-step on Instagram. So if you want to follow the account is titled 100 to 10K Challenge. Start typing that under that search bar, you'll see it pop up. Every single sale that is made, the day that is made, I am posting a graphic and showing you guys exactly what the main photo looked like and a breakdown of the source, the cost, and the profit. So if you want to follow along, you want to learn a few things, I'm always giving out tips and tricks on that account, so be sure to follow. And of course, I'm going to be coming back here on YouTube. I'm going to shoot to do a once a week update for you guys on this account. I'm curious, would you like to see here on this YouTube account a weekly progress report on the 10K challenge? Comment below, let me know if you'd like to see that. If there's a high enough demand, we'll continue to post updates and screenshots just like you saw here. But aside from that, stay tuned. We have a lot more content coming to the channel. So if you are not subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button. You can hit that bell to subscribe to be notified when we do go live, which is once a week, or when I do post a new video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Chaz. We'll see you next time.